Okay, hi and welcome to Acronyms, a memory aid. This is one of the videos in the series to help you study. It's just a few different techniques and tools to help you study. So let's go. There you go, just a funny little cartoon. Hopefully you're all giggling and carrying on and rolling around on the floor. Alrighty, so what is an acronym? Creating an acronym sentence is a helpful way to remember information in a certain order. This strategy uses the first letter of each piece of information that is to be remembered. So, remember back in Year 7 and 8 music, the letter names of the notes and the lines of the treble staff. There was a little acronym and sentence that went with it, and hopefully that little thing there is reminding you. E, G, B, D, F were the names of the notes of the lines of the treble staff, and most people remember it as every good boy deserves fruit. And it's just one of those things that people do remember because it's, every good boy deserves fruit. I don't know if the boys were good enough to actually ever get the fruit, but that's just a way to remember it. So, how do you actually create your own? Firstly, you write down the information that is to be memorized. Underline the first letter in each word. Make up a sentence using those letters as the start of other words. And try to make it as funny as you possibly can. The more silly it is, the more you're likely to remember it. For example, the notes or the strings in order on the guitar, one I made up years and years ago was every animal does great big exercises, the E, A, D, G, B, E. Or some kids like to remember it the opposite way. Easter bunnies get drunk at Easter because they remember, because it's just so silly. That's why they do remember it. And there are even websites that can create these acronyms for you. I have seen a couple, and some of them are good, and some of them use some, are very silly. But again, it's just an exercise to help you remember stuff. So, an example for you. So, say if you were trying to remember the order of the planets in science. So there's the actual planets. We've got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Now, no, Pluto technically is not a planet anymore. It's an overgrown star or something like that. I'm not a scientist, so I'm not pretending to know these things, but we'll just pretend it's there. But one that was made up was this one. My very earthly mother just served us 9 pizzas. So there you go, the MVEM JSUNP stands for the letters of the first letters in all the actual planets. As you can see, the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Don't know about you, but I can't remember that, but I could always remember my very earthly mother just served us 9 pizzas, especially if you're a hungry boy. So, finally, if you want to use the word fail as an acronym, first attempt in learning. Sometimes we do fail because our first attempt in learning is a bit of a fail because we haven't actually done much. So there you go. That was acronyms.